Let's go over Module 2 quiz. So let's review that a little bit. We head over back to Blackboard. Let me exit out of the student preview so I can access the area that I need to display all the quizzes. All right, so let me expand this. All right, so there was about 31 possible questions, and it appears that out of those 31, the one question that everybody got right, that received it, so it looks like 20 students received that first question, and they all got it right, and then the numbers go down from there. So they actually all look pretty good. It's these three bottom ones that I'm concerned with, right? Because they're just under that 70% that I'm looking for, which we consider as being successful. So let's go over the three first. Then we can go over any other question you'd like. All right, multiple choice. The blank attribute of the anchor element can cause the new web page to open in its own browser window. I believe we covered this in class, I think. And we had four options: target, window, ID, and name. And target was the answer. So ID we looked at, right? Or maybe we haven't talked about yet, but I believe maybe we have. But if we haven't, it's okay. It's something that is part of HTML. Name is also an attribute that we can use, but window isn't, right? So target is the one that we're looking for. Any questions with this one? All right, choose the special character that is used to indicate a blank space. A blank space. So we have this kind of character there, right? This U character. We have space, an empty space there. A copyright symbol, and then this @ space semicolon. So the non-breaking space, anybody remember what the actual special entity character or what the code is for it? Yeah, non-breaking space. So behind here, we'll have a ampersand NBSP semicolon there. Okay. And the third one, choose the preferred element to use when emphasizing text that is intended to be displayed in italic font style. So I think the key words here is emphasizing text, right? To emphasize text and not italicize text. So I believe there was another question that was similar. So what we want here is EM for emphasis. Right? I and B were the old method, right? The original method of italicizing something and making something bold, right? But now that we want to use terms that are more semantically correct, they've converted that, right, to strong and EM, which essentially strong is bold and EM is emphasis, which is italic. Okay. Now, this is only important for what Module 2 really, because once we get to Module 4, we're going to be using CSS, and we will no longer be using these phrase elements, okay, within our code. Everything will be done in CSS, cascading style sheets. Okay. But it's important to know only because you might come across a file that has some of these. And it's good to know to let your customer or whoever you're talking with that owns the page to say, you know what, we need to really update this, right, to more current code. So we're going to remove some of this old code and update it. Okay? All right, any questions? Are there any questions that you'd like me to go over that we have not? So perhaps looking at your quiz results and finding one that you answered wrong that you'd like me to go over. Yes? Okay, let me find. What are the first three words again? Okay, so we have choose a preferred, text display italic, important configuring, important text. That is, just trying to know. So I think there's a couple of those that say choose the element. Choose the element that is used as no. This one? Okay, thank you. Alright, so the question is choose the preferred element to use when displaying text in a bold font style when there is no special importance to the word in the text. Right? So in this case, the question is asking to be bold and not essentially this special importance. So B, bold, would be really the answer as opposed to anything like italic or emphasis or strong. Right? Yeah. Okay. Rather than bold, I think. So, okay. So maybe this is not the question that you had? Not sure. Well, why don't we, after class, we'll talk about it, all right? Thanks. Any other questions you'd like me to review? Okay. Great. All right, fantastic.